For 20 grueling minutes, the number 2 UConn men's basketball team found themselves in a slugfest with the 9th-seeded Xavier Musketeers, a team they had beaten by 43 back in January. With how the Huskies started the game, a major upset in the quarterfinal round of the Big East Tournament seemed extremely imminent. But sparked by Big East Coach of the Year Dan Hurley's words of wisdom, UConn became a buzzsaw.
I mean, a little bit of it was like raise your intensity level. This is a playoff game. You know, when you're trying to end the other teams, either like their Big East career or the Big East season, or you're trying to end a team's season period, you've got to be absolutely on point.
The Huskies shot the lights out of Madison Square Garden at a 75% clip over the final 20 minutes. It did not matter who made the shot or threw down the jam. Connecticut was relentless from the field. Donovan Clingan in particular popped off from down low. They complemented that with a stout defense. Until Hurley brought in his bench players, the Huskies halted any chance Xavier had of keeping the game as close as it initially was. By the time the dust settled at the Garden, UConn outscored Xavier 53-27 in the second half and handed them their first ever loss in the Big East Tournament quarterfinals. If the halftime message wasn't any clearer, then all Big East first team selection Cam Spencer's most definitely was when describing the team's aspirations.
I mean, we're playing for a championship. You know, this is one of the biggest goals that we set for ourselves at the beginning of the year. So, I mean, if you don't want to win now, then you probably shouldn't be playing.
For the 4th straight year, the Huskies will be competing in the Big East Tournament Semifinals. It's been a thorn in their side since they returned to the conference in 2020, but the regular season champions will look to exercise some demons against either the 4th-seeded Seton Hall Pirates or the 5th-seeded St. John's Red Storm. From Madison Square Garden, this is Cole Steffen, UCTV Sports.